leaves to start with. And that was in addition to what she had already put in for herself. And then just recently, this past week, we gave each of the bears a bale of straw. And Holly got another huge bag. I know that you think of the traditional trash bags as not being very large, but we have the container size, the large size that hold not only about a garbage can and a half, a large garbage can and a half of leaves. We packed them all down. I carried them in. I dumped them. And she has incorporated most of them into her den. Unless there was a really big wind that we didn't know and it blew all away. But I don't think that happened. We would also like to remind everyone that this is November 17th, and this is the anniversary of when Ted hibernated last year. I would think in the next couple of days he will hibernate, especially since we're supposed to get a blizzard starting tomorrow and dumping about 15 to 18 inches of snow in this area. And I am not exaggerating. I live in the backwoods now, and so I will be in there for a while. And I don't know if JT's going to quite make it home tomorrow. So we just have to work with it and see what happens. But we are expecting a large snowfall. So I'm going to give you back to Judy for a minute, and we're going to regroup and come right back.
Well, thank you, Sharon. I have to comment about Ted. I haven't seen him for a couple weeks, and I think he recognized me, but I really noticed his shiny, shiny coat.
With his waves. Yeah. He has the curliest wavy hair. And I've been measuring since the end of September when he finally lost all his old coat and started growing.
11 months old when we got her. And Tasha was, she was 18 months old. See, the curator knows those things. In any event, neither one of them, they both, Holly dug a wild den. And we get asked, well, she didn't have a mother to teach her, but she somehow knew how to do that. And then we got Tasha, who decided to fix up that dug den of Holly's to her own liking. And as Sharon said, she raked in some leaves. She got some tree bark and some tree shavings on the bottom for a nice bed. And she didn't have a mother to teach her that either. And, it's just amazing that, we wonder if they know what to do. And, they know what to do.
Absolutely. And that is, we've also seen that on a couple of wild bears that Dr. Rogers had the opportunity to collar many years ago. One of the young bears was collared, and they followed him, and he actually went back to his mother's territory, and he dug his own den. And that's where he hibernated for that winter hibernation. Excuse me. I wanted to get back to just for another couple of details about the dug den. Holly had left the entrance open, and perhaps she was going to close it in and then decided that it was much nicer to move in with the reluctant Lucky. But he let her, so she always pushes him around and gets her own way. We know Holly. But Tasha actually, where she got it from, I'm not sure, but she found a dead balsam fir. It probably was cut down this year after our storm. She drug that to the front entrance of that den to hide it more securely. And then, however she did it, she pulled a big log and did it to the other side. So when we think of these young bears, of course, I'm thinking of Holly and Tasha being so young when they came here, but at a decent weight when they both went into hibernation. Tasha about 40 pounds more than Holly when she was a yearling. And so Tasha going into hibernation at 100, or Tasha going in at 192 pounds, was perfectly capable of picking up those big logs and not only playing with them, but dragging them to secure maybe a better entrance, maybe a more secure entrance. Anyway, she has done an excellent job of showing us that, hey, I'm a wild bear. I know what to do in these situations.
Well, we haven't got any updates for you from Give Min. Unfortunately, we don't. But again, Give Min is still going on, and you can still donate. And we've talked about your donations. We'd like you to spread them out if you can. We always give the example of $50. If you donate $10 5 times, that's still $50, and it gives us an opportunity for a golden ticket. For additional funds going toward the North American Bear Center. So, as I said, we don't have any number updates right now, but we're going to be back at noon, at high noon, which is about a little over 35 minutes from now, and we're going to have Heidi on. Heidi will be at noon with the entire volunteer program, on-site, off-site. She is the volunteer coordinator. And at noon, she's going to talk a little bit about that program, and you know what volunteers